Many of the voices that I heard were, "You're doing what? They're working on what? I didn't even know they were working on a preventive vaccine for HIV. What's an HIV vaccine? How could that work?" So a lot of, I think, the concern that people had for me really stemmed out of the fact that they didn't understand the technology. They didn't understand what it would require. They didn't understand how it would benefit not only me, but people around the world. And once I had the opportunity to explain that to them, a lot of those concerns were no longer an issue. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear. There's no HIV in the vaccine. Volunteers cannot become infected with HIV from the vaccines that are used in the clinical trials. Basically, what they do is they take a replication of an HIV virus that has been created in the laboratory, and they sort of break it down into little elements. And it's just enough for your body to recognize. So, for example, if you were to say windshield, steering wheel, tire, the idea that might come to mind is a car, but you don't have an engine, so it can't go anywhere. There's no machinery, there's no gas, so there's nothing to make this car go anyplace. And they're basically doing the same thing with these vaccines. They're priming your immune system with protein A, protein B, and protein C. Never a whole virus, never a live virus, but individual proteins that are generated in the laboratory. And the idea is that with a vaccination with these completely man-made proteins, that it will say to your immune system, this doesn't belong. And then your immune system will say, oh, we need to sort of go over there and get these things. And then they can generate an antibody, which is what our body always generates whenever there's a foreign substance or something that is unknown. But with any research discovery, it's going to require time. It's not something that is easily accomplished within a day or two or 1 or even 5 years. It can take 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years. With each volunteer, there's hope. And by being a volunteer, I'm able to contribute to the body of research.